Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
Obesity is not just a threat to children in urban areas. Tonight, I continue my series on Healthy Kids, Healthy Lives and a look at how obesity is affecting rural North Carolina. Whether you're living at the coast, the mountains, or in central North Carolina, obesity issues have found their way into your area.
There is no quick fix, and there is no silver bullet. There's no one thing that's going to fix this epidemic. Over time, it's going to take thousands and tens of thousands of things sort of piling together to help us begin to back away from the problem that we've seen snowball for the past 20 years.
The association is more socioeconomic, so in the poor counties of the east and the poor counties of the west is where we see the higher problems.
We have a population here in our child care center, the families, about 75 to 80% of them are on child care subsidy, so they do fall into that lower income.
At the Munchkin Academy in Buxton, Director Kyle Williams has seen her center's kids go through a transformation due to a change in design in their outdoor play space.
Before we started the changes here on our play space, it was basically a little bit of grassy area, sand, pretty barren, not a lot of trees.
Williams used volunteers and a grant through the Preventing Obesity by Design, or POD, to renovate the children's play space.
In the past, our children were fairly sedentary. We had some that didn't even want to go outside. They would prefer, especially in the warmer months, to stay indoors. Now we've got the rain barrels out here. They have free access to water. You know, and anytime you have water, the kids want to be outside, especially our preschool kids that don't go to the pool on Fridays. They get to come out here, and every day they can get wet.
The children use every inch of space now, with multiple stations set up around the grounds. The curved pathway does not have a hard border to keep the kids on it, but the natural design contrast of grass and pathway is enough to let the children run freely. There are hills and small bridges to challenge the children physically, and trees have been planted to provide shade in the hot summer months. It's a play space that the children enjoy, as well as their families, according to Williams.
We've noticed a whole difference with our families, because when they come to pick up their children, rather than just picking them up quickly and leaving, they tend to come a little bit earlier, spend 10, 15, sometimes 30 minutes on the playground with their children playing.
Is it treasure? It is treasure.
You can't just focus on the child. That child lives in a family. That child goes to school and is influenced by all of those environments. And so it really has to be something that the family chooses to change.
The mountains provide natural hills to climb and plenty of cooler temperatures to encourage outdoor play during the summer months. Still, the kids are not getting outside and are becoming obese, according to Amy Hoylman, director of the Intermountain Children's Place in Spruce Pine.
On average, we're seeing at least 1 out of 10 kids coming in that is what we consider obese now, and that's too high in 3 to 5 year olds. And we're working with parents, in cooperation with the parents and with our nutritionists, to try to prepare meals for the children that are healthier, to try to work with the parents to make them more aware of what healthy meals are and exercise and things that are needed to help these children fight obesity at a young age before it gets out of hand.
Hoylman's staff have taken their limited play space and revamped it to encourage more physical play.
The hills, the mounds, we brought those in to try to give them a place to run up and down hills, just like we did when we were little, to run up and down the hills, as you said, here in the mountains. We put the bike path in, we've made the bike trail. We encourage our teachers to walk with the children, not just to sit out here and watch them. This is a time to play with the children. We've tried to make our playground as active as possible. We actually have 3-year-olds who are riding a 2-wheel bike now because of that, and it's pretty amazing.
This Head Start program works on trying to get the children educated in physical fitness and proper nutrition.
It is hard to work with parents and to make all of us understand what healthy food really is. We have a misconception sometimes of what healthy really is, and we have to work together to determine what healthy foods that these children are going to eat.
Hoylman says the education efforts have been working.
From the time they come into our center in August till when they leave in May, we're not seeing any weight gain, which over that span of period with their growth, that's a weight loss. So we feel like we're succeeding.
We really don't know how to treat obesity in adults. We have things that we do with adults to try to change behaviors and lifestyles, but we're really not as successful as we might like to be in helping someone change their behaviors once they become an adult. And so we really want to start in childhood to prevent them from becoming overweight in the first place.
These children are getting healthy snacks and meals at the Genesis Academy in Burnsville. Some of their snacks are grown right on the property. The school has incorporated having gardens and the play area intermixed to encourage the children's interest in healthy food and play.
When they know they're going to the playground, first of all, it's exciting. You know, we teachers know what else is out there. But like when they come to the playground, it's not like we have to, oh, we're going to play, now I have to go garden. It's like, I can't wait to go outside and check on my plants as we're going into the playground.
The gardens are small, but each child has the opportunity to be physically active in planting, growing, and weeding their planters. It's a lot of physical activity, but the children don't seem to notice that this is work versus play, according to Marsha McKinney.
The other day, whenever we were getting ready going to plant, I was just taking one of them at a time, and the others would come over and look out the fence. When's it my turn? And then off they would run and play, and whether they went back to the swings or just running the path.
So what is causing children to remain indoors and sedentary, which is leading to them becoming obese? This is where there are many theories.
I think safety and security on the outside as the crime rate increases. And I just think that's impacted parents feeling free and at ease with their children interacting outdoors.
They're just like they are all over North Carolina. They're standing in front of the TV, watching TV, playing on a computer. I know my own children, it's a chore to get them outside at times, but you know, it's just like everywhere. Yeah, we do have a lot to do around here. We have a lot of hiking trails and that type of thing, but it's making the children interested in it that's hard.
Even if the children are staying active, many regions deal with weather issues, which makes it harder to get fresh food.
Our growing season starts later than it does in downstate, and it is later getting fresh food, but our local supermarkets and things are doing a good job bringing these foods into us that we're able to serve fresh fruits and vegetables sooner now.
Some of the rural regions are really tough problems because a lot of it has to do with access to fresh fruits and vegetables. The other is expanding access to farmers markets, and that's a major new initiative. And again, looking at locally grown fruits and vegetables and getting them to markets that folks in more isolated rural areas have ready access to. Saying that, however, we know that that's seasonal. And there's still the issue of getting access during the winter months when things are not coming off the vine as quickly as they do in spring and summer.
And next month, I'll look at some solutions for families to eat healthy and to be more physically fit. For more information on the Healthy Kids, Healthy Life series, you can log on to our website, unctv.org/ncnow.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.